Tats and Toys. Tats and Toys. Powered by Tats and Toys.
All right, let's go. Welcome to Financial Mistakes. It's your boy Tats with the homie Marshall Geek.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
Anytime the homie TG's running a little behind, but that's okay. We all got shit we got to do.
Mm-hmm.
So what's good, brother? How you been?
I've been good. Like we were kind of talking earlier, I've been busy today. I haven't really been working on as many projects recently, just because I've been busy throughout the week. But I do have a lot of projects lined up.
Nice. I love your slideshows.
Yeah.
Like your slideshows.
Thank you.
Guys, those are fucking.
I appreciate it, man.
Those are sick, and the moves are always like on point too, man. Like they're always like you could tell you know what you're doing with them fists.
Thanks, man. No, it comes from like my love for the arts, and it's not just the love for the arts, but it's also the love for martial arts cinema and just fight scenes in general. It's like I've been training the arts since I was 8. I'm 32 now, and Jesus Christ. We just went over this too.
Yeah, so that's why the name Marshall Geek, because of the martial
arts. So the reason behind my name is quite literal. Because I've trained in multiple martial art forms, and I decided to I eventually ended up going from here's Taekwondo to Thai to Silat, catch wrestling, judo, Brazilian jiu-jitsu, all that kind of shit. And then eventually learning Filipino martial arts, Jeet Kune Do. And then Jeet Kune Do and Filipino martial arts have been the core of myself as a martial artist.
Yeah.
So a lot of how I do things, it comes from those art forms, even though that in Jeet Kune Do we still have, there's your Savate classes, which is French kickboxing, and then we still have Thai in our curriculum, as well as catch wrestling and judo and a ton of other shit, right? But my base fighting is always going to be Jeet Kune Do and how I move, even though that I've been in other art forms like that. It's been a part of me for so long, and it's been ingrained in me, and I've trained and taught people how to do those same things. But it's I wanted to apply that to a comic style, cinematic kind of fight scene with what I do. So I'll pull the information that I have just from my head onto the behind the camera, in front of the camera, and then I'll utilize references from Hong Kong cinema, and good action, good Western action. But it's kind of hard to find that, considering that most Western action is very quick cuts, so it doesn't have impact. There's no long cuts to show that the person that's doing it has actually trained their ass off to do it. Whereas in Hong Kong cinema, we see those long cuts, we see those exchanges. But I specifically reference this fucking movie all the goddamn time. It's called Flashpoint. If you haven't watched it, Flashpoint's amazing. It is by, I'm pretty sure it's by Wilson Yip. Pretty sure he directed it. And it stars Donnie Yen and Colin Chu. Okay. If you love Donnie Yen and you have loved him for a long time, I'm sure you know of this movie. So it's Ip Man. But
Ip Man, right?
Yes. Okay. So he did that after he did Flashpoint. Okay. And a lot of people were they made the comparison where it's Donnie Yen's style of action is uncooperative, and I haven't seen a lot of people do that. And I wanted to like also try to translate that as much as possible onto my into my style.
Okay. Someone said you have a really good eye for combat. That's what I just said. Like he knows what to do with them hands. That's for sure.
Thank you. I take pride in that because I came initially from a kicking art form, and then I went from that into like Thai boxing, where it's like, oh hey, you're working in the clinch. You're using not just your hands and your feet, but you're also using your elbows and your knees, and you're moving people around, right?
Yeah, I'm sorry, Mr. Majestic is here.
Hey,
what up, TG?
You hear me?
Yes, sir. You're gonna bring up a little bit, just your levels a little higher, if you can. Yeah, brother. I'm sorry, Marshall. My bad.
No, it's okay.
But yeah, the hands.
Yes. So
what's up to the chat? I'm sorry. I can see y'all. I'm just letting them, speak. We'll definitely get to the chat real soon.
So, oh my god, I fucking disassociated for. Okay, to be fair, I said this in the group chat that I am clinically diagnosed with ADHD. I should be writing this shit down so I can be prepared for this shit. It's like an interview, man. I need to fucking look at my list and be like, oh, what should I be talking about? All right, cool. Okay, so I went from a kicking art form to Thai to some grappling, and then went into weapon arts like Filipino martial arts and Silat, and then ended up landing on Geek. And the thing is that I knew that my hands weren't as good, but that's also because I have a really weird body. My legs are super fucking long. My arms are super fucking long, but my torso is super short.
Yeah.
So if someone's trying to punch me in the face and we're in close range, I can cover up really well. But then if they're an infighter and they try to rip to the body, my elbows already touch my fucking hips. So even if you're trying to rip to the liver or something, I'm already blocking my liver and my kidney, man. I can cover like this and I'm okay. And they're looking at me like, how did that not hurt you? I'm like, you just hit bone, bro.
Yeah.
You only hit bone. That's it. So I went from hard kicking form to learning how to trap and use my hands a lot more. And Filipino martial arts and Jeet Kune Do has a lot of trapping. And because of my Jeet Kune Do classes, I had to be really good at boxing. So then I ended up having to box with my grandfather, who had been boxing since he's fucking 4 or something like that back in the Philippines, and then grew up with it and kept training even when he came from the Philippines over to Canada and was just constantly training. I didn't know about it until my late teens. And then he started teaching me how to box, and I was just like, all right, cool. And I learned very quickly that it doesn't matter how old you are, they can still fuck you
can
up,
throw hands.
man.
Old people, bro.
Those old guys, old boxers, man. They
got old people strength.
Yeah, man. And it's it's not just that. Their timing is so good.
Yeah.
So you'd be like, oh yeah, I'm super fluid. I'm young. I'm quick. Yeah, I can fucking pop. Fuck was that, dude? And you're just like, oh man, I got stung by a jab. I'm pretty sure I'm concussed from that. All right, let me just oh fuck, okay, all right, I'm gonna try to move around and try to do my thing. No, man, they'll catch you. It doesn't matter how much you fucking move, how good your footwork is. Their timing is good, and as soon as they understand the range, that's it, man. But yeah, I take pride in how good my hands have gotten over the years
in your pictures, bro.
And I'm not even lying. That is exactly how I kickbox.
I can tell because all the movement looks legit.
Yeah.
I'll use my lead hand a lot. I rarely use my rear hand. I'll always attack that front leg. I'm right foot forward, so I'm just like, and I'm right-handed too, so I'm just concussing you with my jab. But yeah, dude, like it's been so fun and like doing all this, like
so what
putting
got
it
you
onto.
into photography?
You know what happened? Fucking
shit,
COVID happened, dude. COVID fucking happened, dude.
Yep.
I couldn't teach. I couldn't train as often. My number one training partner is always going to be my wife. I fucking shout out to her because she's amazing. But the thing is that there's only so much that you can do with just one training partner, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I decided, oh hey, because she was focusing on like her writing and stuff, she decided to like, you know, not put martial arts off, but just like focus more on her craft. And I decided, oh hey, because I was reading a lot of her collection, which I'm staring at right now, and you know what, fucking. It's her office too, and it's also our library. I'm gonna show you guys how fucking nuts this is. I apologize for how fucking like.
Damn,
that's good. That's a library.
Yeah, there's also fucking books on the floor, dude. I know it's a bit of a mess. She's probably gonna give me so much shit for showing you guys how messy the office / library is. But that's I was reading a lot of comics during the pandemic, and then we've been collecting action figures for like ever. She has been collecting action figures longer than I have. So she had all these old Marvel Legends, this and that, and I had like picked up some of the stuff from like 2015, 2016 onwards, right? And then because I was also running a comic book shop at the time, I started just taking stuff home instead of my money. So I was like, oh, we have COVID money. Yeah, I was like, we have COVID money from the government, so I'll just use my money from my job to pay for action figures. So then I got into Mezco and Mafex that way. And you know what, man? I would think it's the best mistake that I made, because I absolutely love shooting the stuff that I shoot.
Right.
I love the community, like the good parts of the community. I'll say that. Because the great parts are standouts, and the shit is just kind of just there. But
yeah.
It was really because I couldn't teach martial arts that got me into doing toy photography. So I was like, oh, let me review some of the stuff that's in my curriculum that I need to teach people. And then I'll review it via through photography.
That's fucking dope.
Yeah.
So then I would just, one of the first things that I did, it was like this really old picture. I had no dioramas. I had fucking no lights. I just had this white board and my dining room light. And I was like, you know what? Let's see if I can get some sort of light in there. It was shit. It looked like shit. We all know what our first pictures look like. Yeah. And that's right. We all start somewhere. And that's just like martial arts. That's just like martial arts training. That's just like weightlifting. We all start somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Bro, the lighting setup looked like shit, but the posing, I was just like, okay, it's there. It's accurate, but there's something about it that's just not clicking. Right? Myself, I can look at it and be like, that is 100% correct. Someone who's trained would also be like, oh, that's 100% correct. Someone who isn't trained but just likes action would be like, holy shit, that looks really good. And that's usually what happened. And I was like, okay, but what can I do to improve it? Because I know myself as a fan of martial arts cinema, how can I improve it? That's where Flashpoint comes in, and not just the comic framing and then the cinematography from Hong Kong cinema, but it's like the impact, the positioning of the camera, all that kind of shit. I had to learn from Hong Kong cinema. I could not do it from Western media.
And
I had to learn it from Hong Kong cinema.
And now that you say that, it shows.
Yeah, so it's like all those frames that I use or that you see me use, like if you see a jump spinning back kick, that's the same jump spinning back kick from Flashpoint that Donnie Yen throws on Colin Chu when he's trying to do a flying elbow, that fucking 12-6 elbow. He fucking throws a spinning back kick. That's the same fucking angle. And it's just like, oh, instead of the person who's receiving the kick throwing a 12-6 elbow, they're just taking the full fucking spinning back kick.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I know what it's like to get hit with a jump spinning back kick, especially if it's moving forward. So what's the momentum going to look like? Well, their fucking feet are going to be in the air.
Yeah.
And they're going to be flying. That's it, man. If your jump isn't too high off the ground, the impact of the kick, it'll actually look like the person is wrapped around your fucking leg. It's like folded onto your leg. I am not even kidding. Like if you hit them that hard, and if you don't jump that high, you will hit them so fucking hard that they will fold at 180 degrees. Yeah. So they'll just go from like, standing vertically to like fucking that. So I learned that kind of.
I'm sorry. I see he's like ready to go. Like I got.
No,
go for it, dude.
You guys are good. You guys are good.
I'm gonna keep fucking rambling if you don't stop me. That's the. I told you. I had 2 energy drinks today. I had my fucking pre-workout earlier, like not even too long ago, before my workout.
Actually. What's your opinion on the Thai cinema Ong Bak on Tony Jaa?
Oh, dude. Ong Bak's okay. Tony Jaa's old stuff is really, really good. The thing is that I don't think he's ever been able to do anything better than what he did with The Protector and in Ong Bak. I haven't rewatched Ong Bak 2 or Ong Bak 3 since it came out. It gets weird. But here's the thing. If you look at it from the art form lens, you'll see how many arts there are in that sequel. So it's not just like, oh, hey, it's like, it's weird because it's a prequel sequel. It's like, oh, he's not just learning Muay Thai. He's learning old school Thai boxing, which is like Muay Boran and Muay. And he's learning Silat. He's learning Hungar. He's learning drunken kung fu. He's learning sumo. There's so much in that movie that I love. But then there's so like the time period that it's in, just I don't fucking like. That's my issue with it. I was just like, yo, if this is just like, I don't know, fucking 3 years after the first Ong Bak, I'd be down for this. But it's like got weird magic shit in it, and I'm just like, I'm not about that, man. I don't like that kind of genre. I know that I have an appreciation for it because it is what got us Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. It's what got us The Matrix. Like we have The Matrix because of all those kinds of martial arts movies. The Shaw brothers are the ones
that really Deadly Venoms.
Yes, dude. Yes, bro. 5 Deadly Venoms is so underrated. I fucking love that film.
That's one of my favorite one. The Scorpion.
Dude.
That's all of Wu-Tang's 36 chambers. Just so everybody knows.
All that shit. They're so good. All the Shaw Brothers stuff is just it shapes what martial arts cinema ends up becoming. Where it's just like instead of it being just a dance and like showing off like the patterns.
Bro, everybody that grew up back in the days, we all did it.
Yeah, you're doing all that kind of shit. But then they upped it because like in the 70s, that's what people looked at it as, is like the performative dance. And then the 80s was just like, yo, let's fucking kickbox with this shit. And you just like, that's all we saw after that. It was just like kickboxing, wuxia, and there hasn't been anything besides that.
I mean, there was only the strong that brought in capoeira for a little bit.
Yeah, but like in terms of like how your action is formatted, it's either flashy wuxia stuff like the Shaw Brothers and like Crouching Tiger, or it's Donnie Yen's fucking Flashpoint, right?
Gotcha.
Like, and even then, like his style of action isn't the same as like Michael Jai White's action, because his actions like, I'm gonna combo you about 20 fucking times, and then you combo me about 20 times, and then it's just this back and forth of comboing until obviously the stronger person wins.
So okay, cool.
Yeah, by the bigger, stronger guy. Whereas Donnie Yen's like, yo, we're gonna be the same fucking height, we're gonna be the same fucking weight, roughly, and we're gonna be about the same kind of skill level. All right, so how are we going to do this? We're going to beat the fuck out of each other. Like how? If I punch you, you're going to punch me at the same fucking time. If you kick me, I'll catch your kick and I'll punch you. I don't know if I like that. And a lot of people did it. Like a lot of people, and that's the thing. It actually, like, those kind of his movie, yes, that's it. It sold the action. It felt like a fight. It's not just give and take. It's like, they're both skilled, so they're just trying to figure out where the weaknesses are. Yeah. Oh, dude, so good. I love how Donnie Yen does his action, man. Sorry. Okay, before I keep going, you guys need to ask me fucking questions, man.
Yeah, I gotta say. Let me just say real quick. Like I'm absolutely loving the enthusiasm. Like it's coming across, more than genuine. It's coming across very honest, very earnest, and I gotta say I love that kind of shit. Because it's too easy to fake something, to try and say you're into something. But like when you're having talks like this and you're able to actually see the person, obviously it's through webcam or whatever, not exactly face to face, but you're still seeing each other, and you can see that, like, when you're talking about this, you're talking about the different actors, the different directors, the different styles. It's coming through not just in your words. You got your facial expressions, that how emotional you are in it, and it's showing me, hopefully showing the people out there watching this, that you're actually invested in this, that this is something personal to you, but also it's something that you absolutely cherish enough that you want to put it out there so much for others to actually see, and going back onto the community aspect, we heard a lot about the choreography and a lot of your insights into that. But since December 14, 2021, I believe, you've been actively giving back to the community by breaking down action scenes and fight techniques to help others improve. And that's friggin' awesome, honestly. I just want to know, I think maybe others out there want to know too, why you felt this strong need to put yourself out there and teach to begin with. Why do you think also that, maybe more creators across the board should kind of adopt that open source collaborative mindset rather than, guarding their secrets?
Yeah, that's a really good question.
I am so glad you asked that question, dude. And the thing is that it actually so Tats and I. So before I continue, I want to say the GIF comment that you made, Kiji, is fucking hilarious, because you said, "Oh, I'm so jazzed."
I'm so jazzed.
That's my name. That's my fucking name, bro. That's why I thought it was so fucking funny that you comment. I was like, there's no way he just did. I was like, did he do his research so well that he went on my fucking Pinterest fucking board and found that shit? I was like, there's no way.
I did a lot of digging, but rest assured, I would never release anything like too personally identifiable like that, and just out there without proper consent.
I just
my
saw
face
what we
is
do in the night, and I was like, "That's hilarious." I didn't know it was that deep. Holy shit!
Yeah, that's why it's so fucking funny. So, okay, so besides that, it's so it's funny because like I've been teaching martial arts for a long time. I like I was telling Tats, I was gonna ask for people's names, but if you guys don't want to use your names, that's totally fine. Oh, Tyro, that's right, bro. I know you put that shit on your fucking videos and shit too. And it just like slipped my foot. Yeah. I knew that it started with a T because I was like, "There's no way that doesn't start with a T." Because his fucking Instagram name is Tats and Toys.
I'm Todd. That's my name, Todd.
No, don't. Not that fucker. But so. That's a totally different conversation with a pod that's in our fucking community. But so I've been teaching martial arts since 2014. And I was reluctant to at first because I was told in 2012, 2013 to start teaching. That way I could understand how everything works in the style that I was learning at the time. And then I was just like, okay, nah, I don't know about that one. And then I started teaching heavily in 2014, and I was like, that was probably my second job that got me not a lot of income, but it got me out there to people who were like, oh, you need private lessons and semi-private lessons. This is the guy to go to. All right, excellent. Fantastic. And the thing is that I was never shy to teach the stuff out in public either. So I would even hold private and semi-private sessions out in parks, and I still do that. I still teach like that because one, I can't rent a space because renting a space in the city that I live in is insanely overpriced. Neoliberalism and capitalism at its finest will not let you run your own business and not let you be able to open something up that gives back to the community in a way that would actually fight against fascism and also empower marginalized communities. So I teach it outside. I'll teach it outside. I'll teach it so that people can see that it's okay to learn these things.
I just blew up a needle. I'm sorry. I gotta give me a second. I just blew up a needle.
That's fucking nasty. Is it still as slimy as it used to be?
Hey, can you help me real quick? I just blew up the needle in my hands like an asshole in the middle of a podcast. Give me 1 second. My bad. I have it for anxiety, and it's not like I was having anxiety. I use it also for my carpal tunnel. Yeah. And I was having a little bit of a carpal tunnel thing with my right hand, and I realized I went full Hulk hands on the shit.
No, you're good, dude. I'm eating a fucking egg tart, and I have rice cakes on the side too. I'm gonna be eating and drinking during this whole fucking episort, man. And I cuss a lot if you haven't noticed.
It's all fucking good.
All right, sweet. What is it? The thing is, I always want that kind of information to be accessible to anybody. And regardless of okay, if it's, I don't want my photography to be behind a paywall. I don't want my information about how I do my photography to be behind a paywall.
Right.
How I teach martial arts and how much I charge is not dependent on because I've studied under so and so, I have to charge X amount of dollars so I can get the most amount of money. Yo, I want you to be able to punch a motherfucker in the face if you absolutely need to. Also, I want you to get really good at fighting when you're at your other gym. I want you to be able to utilize these skills that I teach you, not just within a self-defense situation, but within a controlled environment where you can test your skills with people that you trust. Cool. I'll always push for that and giving back to any sort of community that I can.
And we also want to train people to beat up fascists.
That's what it is. That is what it is. I want to be able to teach people how to beat fascists because God damn it, there are
I got him going.
Nazis out in fucking Hamilton that are training and they're weightlifting and they're doing that shit in the park and they're committing hate crimes and not a goddamn cop has done a single thing about it. They haven't made any arrests. They haven't got in there and shut the place down. No, they've just decided to keep the place fucking running and keep oppressing people that are in that community and keeping people afraid.
You got one of those Nazi fight clubs around you?
Yes,
what?
Dude. It's not too far. It's like maybe 50 minutes away from me.
Oh,
yes.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yes, it's real. It is so real. My friend lives 20 minutes away from that place.
So with that
being
said,
probably like,
they are training. Are you? Because I know I'm working on it. That is for sure. But mine's with the plaka.
Yeah. The thing is that if you're training with other tools, you also need to train how to use your hands, your legs, your fucking elbow. You need to learn how to fucking fight properly. Right. You need to weight lift. You need to do all that. You need to fucking eat properly. If you don't know how to do the fighting part, the other stuff is gonna be harder.
I'm a black belt in street food.
It's gonna be harder to do if the guy knows how to fight like that, and he has
that's true,
right?
Agreed.
But yeah, dude,
give me 1 second. Let me go wash my hands. TG, can you take over? I'm sorry, dog.
Yeah.
I look like I fucking jerked off Slimer. God damn it.
Jesus Christ.
Oh.
Okay. But yeah, so the reason why I started doing that was because I wanted that information to be free to people. Right. I wanted to give as much information as possible to, like, not just like, oh, hey, it's super in depth to the point where someone who doesn't have any training looks at it and they're like, what?
Yeah, just no clue.
For like a solid 10 minutes. And they're just like, I don't get it. All right. And the thing is, if you don't get it, you can message me. People can message me. I am not scary. I'm not gonna like, you know, I want people to know that, like, you can come to me if you need anything. It doesn't matter what it is. Like, if it's regarding photography, or if you just need to fucking vent to somebody, like, just fucking anything, dude. Like, I want people to know that I'm there for them in the community, because you know what, man, I know a lot of people started this hobby during the pandemic and during all the lockdowns, and I know that it can be lonely sometimes. Even after the pandemic, it's hard for people to readjust. It is like, I still see it now, man. Like, people aren't as social as they used to be. I have friends that aren't as social as they used to be either, man. And it's like, it's tough seeing that, because like
people avoid each other in the supermarket and they fucking know each other.
Yeah.
That shit happens to me. I'm like, motherfucker, we went to school.
Yeah, dude, exactly. And even then, it was just like, oh, if you recognize a person that like lives in your neighborhood, that like you'll avoid that person too. Like, you won't even like talk to them. It's just like, dude, like, I want people to know that I'm approachable. Like, I know that
so I'm never approachable.
I don't have that issue because I have dimples, and it's like, it's kind of hard to hide that, which is why it's like, oh, when you said like, oh, I didn't want to put your name out there to, like, you know, so people don't know who you are and whatnot. My face is pretty recognizable, like in my like neighborhood, so it's just like, okay, cool, like everybody knows who I am. So it's like, if you put a face to a name and whatnot, you get what I mean. And like, I don't care that my name is out there. That's fine, but it's like, I do want people to know that it's like, it's okay to message me. So I'll keep putting that stuff out. So, you know, tutorials about stuff like that. I know I haven't done one in a while, for breaking down tactics and moves and whatnot.
I'm interested in that. One of those tutorials, like your posing tutorials. Yeah.
Okay. Well, you know what, man? I've been mulling it over, and I'm trying to figure out what I want to do next. And I think I know what I want to do next for that. And it'll probably be either trapping or clinch work. But yeah, that's probably what I'm going to be doing next. Is like doing another tutorial. But I have like other fight scenes lined up. But like, yeah, to answer your question, TG, is that like I just want people to get better at what they're doing, right? And I know that people are trying their hardest and they're trying their best at their photography, and there are some people out there that are just really fucking mean to them, or they're just like, or they just don't give good advice in the comments. They're just like, oh, match and poo poo or whatever. Fuck, man, like no sort of like breakdown of like, hey, you know. Yeah, you could be like, oh, hey, if you use a lower angle and push your camera towards this character instead of that character, it would have looked a little bit better.
Yeah. Because
that's all you could have said, bro.
There's always a good way to phrase things, because I know one of the taboos or whatever is like, you know, you gotta be careful with not everybody is okay with criticism to a degree, but then there are also, you got people that, like, you know, they don't know how to do the criticism, and they just kind of ruin it, you know, the way that they type it out or put it out there and stuff like that. And you know, at the end of the day, you know, like for me, when it comes to like the overall toy photography community and stuff, you know, it's all about trying to uplift every single one of us together, you know, helping each other out, you know, just supporting each other. And it doesn't really matter, or it shouldn't matter, you know, how skilled you are, how long you've been doing it, your equipment, you know, the figures you use, all that stuff, because, you know, it should be about the hobby itself.
Yeah,
you
know, just having
it should
fun.
be about having fun with it. You know, doing what you want to do, and then being able to show that and put that out there to others, for others to see too, you know,
and express yourself. That's one of my questions. So like, what got you into the toy photography activism, if you don't mind me asking? That smirk says it all, dog.
So during the pandemic, I did a lot of educating for myself, reading up on politics, social justice, Israel, Palestine.
Free Palestine, by the way.
Yes, free Palestine. And just like mental health stuff, all the stuff that like a lot of people generally avoid in terms of topics of conversation. And I think it's I don't think it's a lack of like it's not wanting to know, but I think it's like the being afraid of being wrong. I do think that's one of the main reasons why a lot of people feel very strongly to not educate themselves on politics, and think like, to take a middle ground. And that's not me being an apologist for centrists, because centrists are fucking enablers for fascists and fucking Nazis. So if you're like, oh, I don't do politics.
Well, politics is going
all right, man. Like, just fucking read a book, bro. Like, you're a grown ass man. There's only so much that I can do to educate another person. Because if you're a grown ass man, you should be like, oh, maybe I should read about why Israel's bombing Palestine. They just invaded their country basically when Palestine opened their doors to them. Oh, sick! They were committing acts of domestic terrorism. Amazing. That's exactly how you build a country. Yeah, great, guys. No, I mean, it, like, all the activism stuff really branched from, like, again, I'm going to shout out to her, my wife. My wife was just like, you should really read up on this. You should read up on that. You should look inwards more on yourself. You should go to therapy. All that kind of shit, man. And it's just
sounds like a smart woman.
Yep.
Yes, yes, dude. She is always gonna be my number one, man. Like, she's top priority all the time. And she's like, God bless her soul, because fuck, man. Like, well, if there is a God. It's like
something.
There's something out there. Fuck, I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
But it really is like, if you yourself want to change, you will do it. If you want to educate yourself, you will do it. Mm-hmm. Because I come from a martial arts background and I consistently want to learn more and I always want to get better at a thing. What am I going to do when it comes to reading about something? Mm-hmm. I'm going to keep reading about it so I can learn more about it and then educate myself further on said subject. Do you think I just read leftist books and books about socialism? Absolutely not. I have to read books about exactly. I have to read books about how capitalism works and why capitalism is good. Obviously, it fucking isn't. Oh, socialism is bad. Whatever fucking book. No, you obviously need to educate yourself. Not just because, like, oh, hey, I want to find what side I want to lean towards. Obviously, you know where I lean. Mm-hmm. It's a matter of, like, knowing your enemy.
Yes.
Again, going back to that whole training thing where it's like you need to train to get better in order to fight the people that are trying to fight you and trying to hurt you. Okay, so you have to educate yourself. How did billionaires become billionaires? How did capitalism come to be? Why is neoliberalism not being talked about? Because it's a secret cult. Oh, neoliberalism is actually what we're living in today. Oh, capitalism isn't really what it is right now. Okay, cool. And so on and so forth. It's just bettering yourself. So it's like that's kind of what got me into the activism of it all, is just like because I have this platform, because I can utilize my art to talk about these things, I will do it.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
And I think that if whoever's listening to this, whoever's watching this, if you have a platform, doesn't matter how many fucking followers you have, doesn't matter if you have like 20 followers, 30 followers, if you believe that Palestine needs to be free, you should post that up. If you think that Israel should not exist as a fucking state, as a military state, you should post that up. If you think that capitalism and neoliberalism is bad for our society, then you should put that up. If you want to educate yourself on socialism and LGBTQ rights and all that kind of shit, you should post that up. You know why? Because that's what's going to make the world go round. Is educating yourself and making sure that other people around you understand these topics.
Yep,
I love it.
100%. Well said. Well said.
I gotta say, ever since, because I did go back a bit, and I would think it was pretty much around January 31st back in 2022. You did your first one of your first posts, which actually addressed Black Lives Matter. I know this probably fell along the lines of what some narrow-minded detractors out there like to call, Dolly activism. But since then, over the years and stuff, you haven't shied away from making your stance known on major social and political issues, just like you've told us right now. For me too, I think it's been what I liked especially from your stuff going through it was the trigger warning series. With those trigger warnings you posted, they were definitely heavy. They were definitely poignant. They were very narrative driven pieces that came with, the explicit trigger warnings on them because of the intensity of the themes. I want to ask you, you got plans for future trigger warning shots?
Now, okay. Are you asking because you want to see more of that, or are you asking because you think that I'm going to be doing more of that?
I want to see more.
A and B.
And then all of the above.
You know what's funny is that hooded figure that I have, that I use for the majority of those trigger warning fight scenes. The thing is that he ended up turning into a vigilante daredevil, right? As you've seen in like a couple of my shots, some of my posts. The thing is that it's funny you mentioned that, because on the way home today from work, I was literally thinking, yo, I should do a trigger warning thing, man. That would be fucking sick. I should do another one of those where it's just like
do a collab.
You know, so like someone doing something terrible. Like I don't want to like show how terrible these things are, but like the thing is, the reality is that there are bystanders for hate crimes that do not want to intervene because of the society that we live in, and this, I gotta look out for number one because that's myself, and then in turn that doesn't build a community, and that's why we have the social interactions that we have today, which are very minimal because of the pandemic. Because of the pandemic, we have turned into these people that I'm not saying myself, but the majority of people have turned into introverts and want to keep to themselves. It's like, if I look after myself, I'll be okay. And then you realize like that person that was hurting just over there and like was just kind of staring into the distance, if you didn't check on them, something could have happened.
Yeah.
Right. And like so on and so forth. Like you can like, there's so many examples of this, and like you can say it in so many fucking ways, but the thing is that the only way for us to move forward as a society is to actually be a community. So looking out for one another.
Each other.
So if you do see somebody, not like saying like, oh, they're gonna jump in front of the train. Obviously, yeah, you're gonna want to try to stop that. But it's as simple as like, hey, this old lady can't fucking push her cart into the store. Yeah. You don't have anything planned for the rest of the day.
Help her out.
Help her the fuck out, dude.
Yeah, I do that shit all the time.
That's the thing, is that like that person has to drive back home or take the fucking transit back home. Like they might not be able to bring that stuff home. You might actually end up having to take them back to their place and fucking help them out. So why not help them out? Like fucking
see, I grew up with the saying. I always bring it up with my family, and like it's I don't know if it's got to be a Puerto Rico thing where we say "Hoy por ti, mañana por mí." Today for you, tomorrow for me. And like that, the cycle just keeps going. Like I got you today, you got me tomorrow. I got you today, you got me tomorrow, and everybody's fucking happy. It's not that hard.
No, that's the thing, man. Is that like, with the trigger warning stuff, is that I don't know if it's going to be as visceral as the other ones are, but it's going to be, a little more hopeful, a little like a lot more kind, a lot more caring, because like who I was when I was making those ones, like that's a very different jazz than the jazz that's making them today. Right? Because I want the best for everybody, and I'm trying to educate myself, and I'm trying to, help as many people out as I can. So what do you think I'm going to do? Do you think I'm going to have like this guy beat the shit out of somebody? No, like it won't be that simple. Of course, you'll still see him fight a bunch of fucking Nazis. Of course, that's going to be still the staple of a lot of the things that I do. But you'll probably see like Superman, like that post that I do with Superman and Spider-Man, like leading up to the release of Superman, where he's standing on the edge with Peter, and he's holding his mask, right? He's giving him his mask. Just like, it's stuff like that. Just like everyday things where you can help somebody out, and that makes their day better, and they'll remember that.
Yeah,
they will. Yeah, they absolutely will.
Yeah,
Sorry, that's a bit of a
100%
long-winded
true.
answer. More or less, yeah, I'm gonna fucking do it. Of course, they will be violent at some point. They will probably end up being like some sort of a protest of sorts, mostly because I cannot go to protests without getting upset, and then
Yeah,
you know.
Listen, I tried. I legit tried at a ICE center out here in Massachusetts. I tried, and the minute I seen the opposition, they were open carrying. And then I looked at the people that were protesting. I was like, it's a bunch of old people.
Yeah.
And I at that moment I didn't have my thing on me, so I was like, I can't, because if I get out here, I'm not the talkative person. I'm a, like, because me personally, like, I'm fucking over it already. Like, I'm at the Molotov cocktail part of the fucking revolution. You know what I'm saying?
I think a lot of people are. I think I'm there, dude. I want to fuck, dude. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you right fucking now. There is a Tesla charging station so close to my fucking place.
We don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you mean.
Man,
yes.
You already know what I'm thinking.
Yep. There's a reason.
I don't need to say it.
Why our pictures are our pictures, people. This is one of them.
Yes, that's exactly it. But it's, dude. At the end of the day, like with that kind of stuff, it will be very different now. I'll probably bring it back sooner than later than you think.
Word. You want to ask any more questions, teachers? Because I got some myself.
Let me do this quick one. Because I feel like you've been really upfront with in terms of your reasoning for why it is you shoot the things you shoot, how important it is to you, what got you into it from the start. But just to try and switch up tracks real quick, let's moving on over to we covered real world martial arts a bit, but there's one in particular that I wanted to bring up real quick for you. I know you got quite a deep love for boxing. All right. Specific boxing. So I just wanted to know, is there a specific Canelo Alvarez match that you have in mind that you watched with your grandfather that still sticks out to you to this day?
Wow.
Damn, TG. Fucking love you, dude.
How
crazy shit.
How did you find that? I don't even remember posting that, dude. Holy fuck. Goddamn.
Oh, you hit him in the field.
Oh, dude. No, so
that's awesome, man. That's awesome. That was my chair, in case anybody heard that shit. That was fucking loud.
So my the reason why I feel so strongly about the things that have happened, especially with the pandemic and lockdowns and injustices that happen, especially today, and especially during COVID, a lot of hate crimes against East Asian presenting people, and just everything in between, right? Like against trans folk and against people in the LGBTQ. My grandfather is the one who raised me with my grandmother, and over the pandemic, he got COVID, and he passed away.
Sorry to hear that.
In April of, I think it was 2021, 2022. And he was such a huge part of my life, and I'll always cherish him. The thing is that, like, I'm actually really glad that you asked this question, because his birthday is actually coming up this Sunday, and
oh wow, happy birthday! You raised a good dude.
Thanks. It's his birthday this Sunday, and I'm probably gonna end up hanging out with my wife, me hanging out with my little sister that I am very, very close with. And the age gap is very large, where I had to do a lot for her growing up. And I'm probably gonna celebrate by going to like one of our favorite to his favorite burger spot. And we're gonna eat there, and then we'll probably watch some boxing. A Canelo Alvarez fight that he liked a lot was Canelo versus Triple G. He liked that fight a lot, but I think he liked the second fight more than that. It's funny because, like, Canelo is one of his favorite boxers, but his other favorite boxer is Terrence Crawford. And the thing is that at that time, like, it was like 2016, 2017, something like that. There was always talks about Terrence Crawford fighting Errol Spence for welterweight, and it just didn't happen. Things didn't line up properly, right, for that fight at the time. But then it came that, if you know boxing really well, you know that Terrence Crawford eventually ended up fighting Errol Spence fairly recently. Like, I think it was 2023 that he fought him, and he won by a landslide. Errol Spence was defeated by TKO. And the thing is that I didn't know how educated my grandfather was on fighting tactics, and I didn't really know how good his fight IQ was until he talked about how Terrence Crawford would win in a fight against Errol Spence.
Oh wow! Okay.
Oh shit!
And he went note for note, beat for beat, what had happened in that fight. I shit you not. Years before this fight even happened, he's like, Errol Spence doesn't have good defense. He can't fight off of his back foot. Terrence Crawford is really good at standing in front of somebody and countering and punching in between people's punches.
Mm-hmm.
Even though that Errol Spence he broke it down. Mm-hmm. This is what's crazy, dude. He's just like, he'll probably win by knockout or TKO. Probably in the later rounds. He'll just systematically break him down. He'll have more of a punch output than Errol Spence, significant output. He'll always fight him out of southpaw. Mm-hmm. And he just kept going with every single detail. And I was like, I don't know, man. And like, at the time, I was like, Errol Spence is fucking, like, he's knocked out every single opponent that he's fought. There's no way, dude. Like, Terrence Crawford's won by, like, you know, stoppage and, like, decision. So I was just like, I don't know, man. Maybe. When that fight happened, I was like, there's no fucking way he predicted every single fucking detail about this goddamn fight. And I was like, holy shit. He was right. He didn't even need to watch the fucking fights. He wasn't even alive for the fight, and he didn't even need to fucking watch it because he knew that's what was going to fucking happen.
Yeah,
I was like, oh my god, bro. There's no way.
That's really awesome.
Yeah, and it's just like, that has become the fight, ever since that fight aired, that has become the fight that I watch on his birthday because of how right he was.
TG, I don't even know how to follow that up.
It's you really did your research, but like, man, like, I'm really happy you brought up my grandfather, man. Like, he was such a good person, and he was such a good grandfather to me. He never had a son, and like, I was the closest thing to it. And a lot of people thought we were father and son all the time. So it's like, you bringing that up the weekend before his birthday, really, like, thank you, man.
That's awesome.
Thank you. I appreciate it, man.
I think he would, he would definitely, it goes without saying, he would definitely be very proud of the person that you are, that you're still becoming. And,
I agree.
I could, just from the stuff I was looking at and reading up, like, I could tell that there was a very solid and good connection there. And, just again, I said it earlier when Tats had been asking you about the martial arts background and how it translates into the photography. I said it before, when you look at someone, you hear them and you hear them speak, you can tell when they're being real. You can tell when they're being earnest and honest about something, and how close that something is to them, how personal it is to them. And just with hearing you speak right now, thank you for sharing even further with us and showing us, just how deep and how deep it goes to you, how interconnected all of this is for you,
Yeah, where the passion comes from.
Thank you, man. It was, he was also an artist himself. Like, he drew a lot. He was also in the jazz band. It's kind of why I'm named Jazz. And he boxed, so he was an artist in like fucking almost every single like art form. Like, I just, he was someone that he's somebody that I'll always look up to and just always admire. And I appreciate you bringing him up in the podcast. I really do. Thank you so much, man.
I don't even know what to say now. It's such a good fucking question. My shit was about to be some drama, and that was such a heartfelt moment. I don't know what to say.
No, it's good. It's good, man. Like, I can go from like fucking like really emotional stuff like this to like just going back right into the conversation.
It was just such a good fucking moment, dude. Like, TD, I'm fucking so thankful that you are my fucking co-host, dude. You have no idea.
Even though I was late today.
This man is amazing, bro. You gotta give it to him, bro. Cause
fuck, man. Yeah.
Holy shit. That's our second guest, bro, that you hit in the fields.
All right. Well,
goddamn.
Hold on. Let me, so I could kind of bring you back down. That way Tats can tag in. Here's one for you real quick. I gotta say, and I mean this. All right, you got good taste in television. I'm gonna tell you why right now. You've been very vocal about Robin's Reckoning from Batman the Animated Series, which is an absolute favorite cartoon series of mine. Grew up watching it.
Kevin Conroy's the GOAT.
For anybody else though that's watching, whether live or in the replay, they're probably going to need a reminder of why that 2-part episode was such a masterpiece. So I want you to give us the definitive pitch on why that mini arc stands out.
Yo! Fuck! I fucking... Oh, dude! What the fuck?
TG again! Strikes again!
Yo! Oh my god, man! That's fuck. That post is fucking. Hold on a second. I'll finish my egg tart, man.
Oh my god. Yeah, my man had to gather himself. TG, what are you doing?
My bad. This was supposed to be softening him up for you.
No, that was amazing, dude. That's a great question.
Holy shit, man. Okay, wait. What was the actual question about that fucking arc?
I want you to basically tell everybody else, because I agree with you, but I want you to tell everybody else why that 2-part arc was basically the best arc in the series, hands down.
Let me tell. Here's the thing. Not only is it the best 2-part arc of Batman the Animated Series, I will say that it holds a special place in my heart because I had made that post. I had made that post when Kevin Conroy had passed away, or when they announced that he had passed away.
Right.
That was also a very tough day for me, because, again, like you guys were saying, all of this is interconnected. Mm-hmm. I used to watch Batman the Animated Series as a kid. I think a lot of us used to watch it as a kid. But I would like to tell you a story as to why the 2-part, like, why that series specifically, and then I'll tell you why that 2-part is fucking, like, mint. I used to watch that series with my grandfather and his youngest sister all the time. And his youngest sister didn't live too far far from my grandparents. She lived with their other 2 sisters, who are the eldest of the siblings. And we would sometimes go over there and we would watch Batman the Animated Series on recorded VHS tapes.
Okay. Oh shit, yeah.
So that's how fucking that's how much they loved me, man. They would record episodes of Batman for me, and then they would like make sure they could record more on this fucking tape, and then we just watch all of them in like one fucking cassette tape. Yeah. Sorry, VHS tape. And the thing is that like my grandfather and his sister loved watching cartoons with me because they were both. She also drew, and they grew up like I grew up watching it with them, and that series specifically, and even Batman Beyond to a certain extent, holds a special place in my heart because that was something that I always looked forward to. So after school, I would watch like a couple episodes with my grandfather, and it ended up that I would go home, and then he would already have it ready for me to go. But my grandmother was still working at the time, so he would do this thing where he would actually tape over her soap operas, like Young and the Restless and Bold and the Beautiful. Whatever the fuck it's called, Bold and the Beautiful, I think. And he would record Batman over her fucshe soap operas.
Damn, that's brave.
He pissed her off so often because of that, and she didn't know what was happening because he would just like record a bunch of bullshit on top of like the Batman parts until she found out that she was recording Batman over Bold and the Beautiful. So then eventually we ended up vacating that out of my grandparents' place and going to my aunt's place, and watching it there. So they would specifically record it on a second TV that they had, and they would record Batman on a VHS, and then we would all watch it together. And it was like quality time with my aunt and my grandfather. So it's that series will always be in my heart, and will always be like a huge part of like, you know, how I view Batman media and whatnot. But I remember I had made that post specifically because of Kevin Conroy passing away. So I rewatched the Robin's Reckoning 2-parter, and then there's also I think it was attached to that post as well. Kevin Conroy voices Dick Grayson's dad in the Batman debut of Dick Grayson, which is like the first episode of the 3rd season. So it was Kevin Conroy as John Grayson, and then Mark Hamill voiced Tony Zuko. And I watched those back to back, and honestly, like, rewatching it at the time, it was like it was like you're fucking, my heart was like ripped out from my chest, man, because like, not only had my grandfather passed away not too long before that, but we had lost Kevin Conroy then, and it was like, okay, I gotta rewatch this. And it's like, the emotion that's in that 2-parter is just like, I don't think anything will ever top that, because like, Bruce was so worried about Dick doing something that he would regret, or even worse, dying, because he would run in just with anger. And not a lot of people know this, but Dick Grayson's not a nice Robin, dude. That guy will fuck you up, man. He is an angry fucking Robin. But like,
he's the first Robin.
He's the first. The thing is that he doesn't chill the fuck out until he's like an adult, or like closer to being an adult. Yeah, like closer to being Nightwing, right? He does. At that point, he's like, "Oh yeah, we already caught Tony Zuko, so yeah, whatever." But this is a Robin who's very much like, "Yo, we didn't catch Tony Zuko, and he's still out there. All right, let me go ride on a fucking bat cycle and hunt him down myself." Like that I would feel the same fucking way, man. The person that killed my parents is still out there, of course. And the thing is that, like, if you put yourself in Dick Grayson's shoes, wouldn't you feel the same fucking way? I'm sure everybody 100%. Else would. 100%.
And then you get the training to go do it.
Yeah, man. You have the training to fucking to initiate
and get away with it.
Like, yeah, man. Of course. Yeah. But then you have people who are like Alfred, who's like
the moral compass.
He's probably doing it. He's probably doing this because he's worried about you. Bruce was out there making sure that he wouldn't get hurt, but then he didn't even think about himself. So it wasn't just about Robin getting revenge on Tony Zuko, but it was also establishing that deep, like, father-son connection between Dick Grayson and Bruce. Like, you can't knock that. Like, because Dick doesn't show up in a lot of those episodes, especially in those first 2 seasons of Batman the Animated Series. Whenever he shows up, it's the writing is phenomenal. They know how to write Dick Grayson, but it's just like, this just hit fucking home where you're just like, man, can I watch that again? Can I experience it for the first time again? Because that's so good, man. Mind you, like, I'm someone who always gets excited for something that I really, really love. Even if I've watched it like a million fucking times. I've watched The Batman over 20 times. It came out in 2022. It is a 3-hour-long movie. Do you think I get bored of that movie? No. I fucking love that movie, dude. Yeah, it still hits. It's so good, man. But like, I still get excited about that movie. Captain America: Winter Soldier. I still get excited about that movie too, even though that I know that movie beat for beat for beat. But it's like, but Robin's Reckoning, man, like that's something that's like fucking fine wine. That is something that you're like, what is something?
Shit.
Yes, what is something that I want to like actually taste in terms of television? Like it's so fucking good, man, and just like how everything was done, the black paper with like the thirds of ratio colors. Oh my god, man! I can't even describe how good it is because you just have to fucking watch it and experience it. There's the Akira reference too in the second episode when he fucking slides the motorcycle and tosses his fucking helmet. Yeah. That shit was so dope. I don't even like Akira. Oh my god. Yeah, man, it's so fucking sick. But honestly, man, like it's not just the writing, but it's the fact that the voice acting from Kevin Conroy isn't just angry all the time in that two-parter.
He plays that father role way more.
It's the emotional content that you get in those scenes with Bruce. He's like, I almost had him. I can smell the sweat. It's like, oh my god, like he was so invested in catching Dick Grayson's killer that he neglected Dick Grayson as a child. But it's just like, dude, like, I know you didn't catch the person that killed your parents, but like, there's still that kid that's in your living room that needs your help. And that's what it is at the end of the day, is that like, even though that Bruce Wayne is a very dark character, there's a level of compassion there that he has for people and that he has for his family. And I think a lot of people like misunderstand Batman and Bruce Wayne as a character. So it's just like seeing Kevin Conroy and hearing Kevin Conroy emote in that way is just like, it's his best voice acting, period. Like I know people are like, oh, but Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, Arkham Knight. No, dude. Batman the Animated Series, Mask of the Phantasm, like fucking everything that he's ever been in under the sun, except the Arkham series. The Arkham series is just like fucking action slop, like fucking. It's like if Michael Bay fucking directed a Batman trilogy. That's what the Arkham trilogy is.
You're squeezing so much into one night for every game. So
the only one that makes sense is Arkham Origins. He's a young Batman. He wants to get shit done. It's Christmas Eve. Everybody's outside.
That's true. That is
cool. True. He's like, I'm gonna run a fade every single time. Yep. Oh, there's goons down there. Yeah, I'll fuck them up. I don't care. Oh, but Bane's over there. Sure. Yeah, I'll still fuck these guys up. I don't give a fuck. No, man. It really is the Michael Bay. Like if Michael Bay fucking made a Batman movie, but then Batman the Animated Series is like if Scorsese were in fucking animation.
Yeah. Because that looks like some shit he would direct.
Yeah, like thematically speaking, like all the
the theme, everything. Yeah.
Oh my god, just so good.
1920s gangsters.
Yeah, I man, I hope that answers your question as to why I think it's the greatest piece of fucking animation to ever come out.
So I wanted to come back towards the activism part that we was talking about.
For sure.
I wanted to talk about hold up.
Oh, there's a lot of fucking comments. Holy shit.
Oh yeah.
God damn. Holy fuck. I feel so bad neglecting this. Like if I don't, my god.
I'm taking care of it. Don't even worry about it, brother. But I definitely wanted to ask, because we all have this, all three of us, from a trinity of hatred towards this one person called Zishode.
Okay, yeah.
So I wanted to say, your shot was the Nightwing shot that he showed in his trash ass video.
Wait, which Nightwing shot?
I'm pretty sure it was a Nightwing shot that you had done, and it had to do with like ice or something, and that's why he got mad about it, if I'm not mistaken. Or it could be, I could be wrong, but I remember him showing your name in one of his videos that I was calling out. Did you ever see that one?
Maybe. Hold on. There's so many times where you call him out, dog.
AC. I'm sorry, chat. You already know. Yo, yeah. For those that don't know, TG doesn't fucking play. He dig, bro. I'm gonna buy you a shovel, dog, because you be digging, my dude. You be digging.
Yo, you went back to 2021. That's fucking wild. Your shit must have refreshed once, and you're like, fuck.
So
you have to scroll again.
My question was, if you had anything to say to Zechode, what would you say?
Yo, just come out of the closet, dog. Like it's made out of glass, dog. Like you I don't know why you hate fucking like every marginalized community, every fucking like thing that has to do with social justice. Like, yo, why is it like sliding you, dog? Like, why is it pissing you off so fucking much that like you have to go and talk shit behind people's back and not even tag them, dog? You don't want to tag them because you know that it will fucking run it back and fuck you up. No. You know what? You should tag me next time because I'll just flame you in your fucking comments. You want to flame me in like on something, then fucking do it. Be honest about it. At least I'll be honest about it. I'll comment on your shit. I don't fucking follow him. I don't know what his actual handle is. Yeah. So I'm not out there looking for his shit, but he's actually out there looking for other people's shit.
Yeah,
this is my business.
Mm-hmm.
This is your business. You're here, unfortunately.
He keeps doing
and
this.
I want you to fucking be out of there. Yeah, get the fuck out of there, man. He's fucking around in our business, and that's the thing is that like it all comes back to like the whole like community of it, right? Yeah. It's just like there's this fucking asshole that's out there making fun of people. It's like, all right, bro, like who fucking hurt you, dog?
Yeah.
Can you afford therapy? I mean, you can afford action figures, so you can afford therapy, bro. Like it's not that fucking hard. It really isn't. It really fucking isn't.
That needs to go on a shirt right there. You can afford action figures. You can afford therapy.
Yeah. I mean, I can't afford psychotherapy because it's stupid expensive, and getting that shit done is just like impossible here. So it's just like, all right, cool.
People, so you got therapy right there.
That's not therapy, and you know it. It's just like it's satisfaction knowing that I'm skilled and that I'm better than that person. But that's besides the point. It's a matter of like the thing is that the closest thing to that kind of like releasing of mental stress and a mental load is just is weightlifting for me, and as someone who has ADHD, it's just like it's the only time where I'm actually thinking out things in my head and I'm able to think fairly clearly. So when I'm doing my set, do you think I'm fucking counting my reps, bro? I am going to failure, and then I'm like sitting there like, if I spoke like this instead of this, that would have been much better to that person that I did like just the other day. That would have been much better as opposed to this. Oh, okay. And then just so on and so forth. And it's just me reflecting on myself while I'm working out instead of just angry noises, angry music, pulling, pushing. No, man. It's like there's music in the ears. Do you think that's registering?
In the therapeutic part, do you find toy photography therapeutic? Because like that, you get to kind of shut shit off, shut your brain off. He's like,
no, not even fucking close, dude.
No, it's not fun.
It's not therapeutic. I do it for fun, but oh my fucking god, bro! There are times where I'm just like, I'm gonna throw this figure across the fucking room. Jesus fucking Christ! There are times where, like, you know what? I love Mafex figures. I love Revoltech figures. I like Mess Toys. I like all that kind of shit. The thing is that the one thing that Legends and Jada Toys and McFarlane has over all of those imports is the fact that they have peg holes in their goddamn feet for stands, so I can make them stand properly if I need to on a difficult pose. All right, cool. Oh, Jazz, why don't you just balance it? Yo, I do not have the time to balance shit anymore. If I had the time that I did during the pandemic, for sure, I'll 100% do that. I work 5 days a fucking week, and then I also work out, and I have to come back home. No, none of that. Let me balance like this. Let me ever so slightly shift the weight just like a little bit like this, and then it'll be the same impact as if I did have stands. No, absolutely not. We're taking that shit. We're gonna use a stand. We're gonna edit the stand out. We're gonna fucking
trying to balance.
We're just gonna do it like this. This is the best. This is the best angle for impact. All right, cool. Fuck it. Let's go. Let's run it. Light, go, shoot. That's it. Fuck it, man. I do not have the time to balance shit anymore. I love balancing it when I was doing it.
Yeah.
And it felt more therapeutic, where it was like, oh, it's like a puzzle, and I have to solve the balancing act. Yeah, that's great. Now I'm just like, yo, I just want to fucking shoot my fight scene, bro. I just want to finish this fight. That way I can start working on the next fight. And now I'm just like, you know what? If I can't get this down right now, I don't want to throw this across the room. So I'm gonna put it down, and then I'm gonna work on my other fight scene, and then I'll just take those characters off and put in another couple of characters on, and then work with them until I get pissed off again, and then shift to another thing.
I thought I was the only one.
No, dude. I'm pretty sure you're not the only one. 1 second. Fucking hot as balls!
The ones that I don't mind throwing across the way are Marvel Legends, because I know they'll survive it.
They'll survive.
Dude, the thing is that I look at it and I'm like, yo, I spent money on this thing. I cannot throw it across the room. If I throw it, it might explode. I don't want that to happen. And that's my issue, is that I'm like, okay, I don't want to do that. And especially with Joe's, man, I cannot I have such a soft spot for G.I. Joe, where I'm just like, even if it's pissing me off, I'm like, okay, let's just put you down for a second. I don't want to throw you out the window. I love you too much. And I grew up because my cousins gave me all of their old G.I. Joe figures when I was a kid, and that's how I knew about G.I. Joe. Same thing with Transformers. They gave me the Transformers toys, and they did that whole let's make you watch all of Transformers and then watch the movie. And they did the same thing with the G.I. Joe series. See,
I think I'm just overly patient for posing, I guess. I don't know. My bad, I changed the subject to anything, because I'm sitting here, I'm reading Frankie's things toy photography is full of shit, bro. Fucking lighting and everything. Let me put it back up.
Dude, okay, here's the thing. My blood pressure goes higher.
That's when my brain shuts off. When I'm tattooing, I tattoo, that's when my brain shuts off. When I'm doing my photography, that's when my brain shuts off, unless I'm trying to balance. Then that's when the rage kicks in. So I guess.
Yes. The other thing too is that because I use fucking a million lights for some reason, I'm already sweating, and I sweat a lot. So I'm sweating. I'm my shoulders are killing me, because I'm just consistently shoulders to ears and just like this the entire time. Fucking praying mantis fucking hands. And then just fucking moving that shit around. I'm fucking oh no! I just want to be able to pose them together and then put them on the table, and then that's it.
And that's it. Yeah.
oh my god, man! I'm over. There are times where I'm so overstimulated, I just I just turn off my lights and then fuck off for a bit, and I realize that I'm super hungry.
I think it's completely not only relatable, but also justifiable considering you got over 1,000 posts under your belt when it comes to on your Instagram. So I mean, you're more than allowed to feel how you feel about it. Right?
Yeah, speaking of which, let me see if I can pull up his Instagram real quick. Oh, that's some messages. Where we going?
No, let me shot like fucking quickly go through all these comments that address like fucking questions that they had for me.
I'm not gonna do it because the minute I pulled up Instagram, my laptop was like, "Nah, son."
It's like,
okay,
nope.
super.
Thank you, Flip Mama. Appreciate you.
Yeah. What is your preference? Mass Effect, Mezco, or Marvel Legends? I like Mafex. Mezco and Legends is kind of like what got me into shit. Oh, that was like an 8. That was at 816. Yeah. Jesus Christ. Mafex is my go-to.
I suck with the chat. I'm sorry. I pop up. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. This is how much of a noob I am, son. I just learned how to do this.
You're totally fine. We're gonna go through these like we're just gonna fucking like we're just gonna fucking go like just shotgun fucking like go for it. Maybe slow down on the energy drinks and pre-workout. Don't tell me how to live my life. What about The Raid? The Raid is a fantastic film series and it should not be remade. Leave it alone. Just because it's a 10-year-old film series doesn't mean you should be making a Western adaptation. Who is better, Tony Jaa or Iko Uwais? Tony Jaa or they're both good at the things that they do, so you cannot compare the two. The only thing that they have in common is that they're Southeast Asian. One does weapons martial arts and the weapons martial arts / animal style, whereas the other one just knees you into fucking oblivion. Don't forget about Korean cinema. Yeah, okay, all right.
But yeah, that's right here, Fei Long. Because I remember you talking about Jeet Kune Do, so that makes sense. The whole Fei Long run you had going.
Yep,
that makes perfect sense.
Yep, yeah, man. He's like my main character on my profile, I guess.
Yeah.
It's fun, dude. It's funny because like I love working with the Jada Toys one, but I recently ordered the Storm Collectibles one because I was like, I want him to have like better hands, so like preparing and like doing the stuff that like I can actually do and like emulating that well onto my panels, and I'm just waiting for it. Except I realized in D Amazing's review video that he's fucking tall.
Oh yeah, it's not the other one, the arena one.
Oh no,
it's the regular Storm. The one.
Yes. Oh, so he's like, dude, he's tall. Dude, he's taller than a fucking like McFarlane figure.
Oh shit!
I'm pretty sure. Or like just about the same size, but mind you, if he's taller or as tall as a McFarlane figure, that means he's just a little bit taller than Action Force figures. So then that means
he could tower over them.
Yeah, you already know where I'm going with this.
Yep, bro,
he's just gonna be bullying them, fucking like head like hand to head kind of fucking shit, where it's just like holds their head there and just boom, fucking overhand. Oh my god, man! Yeah, I'm actually really excited to get that shit. What is that? What the fuck did you say? The fucking sweats. You hit the nail. Boob sweats. Oh. But once you get that,
he's gonna read it. He's gonna read it.
Oh my god. Yeah, dude. The thing is that like I'm kind of flat chested, so I don't have that issue, dog.
I got that.
But yo, my head sweats so fucking much. And it's just like it gets in the way. I'm like, I can't feel like I feel every little fucking like thing on my face. I'm like, I can't do this anymore. I gotta fucking leave. But yeah, man, it's yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't say that's a therapeutic process. It's a fucking stressful process.
I guess I'm one of the rare few that's like, therapy. I'm gonna play with my toys.
No, oh man, like I wish it still felt that way, man. Fuck.
Are there any like toy photography tips you'd like to share?
Like what?
Any specific techniques that you use that you don't see anybody else use? Or let's focus with your posing, since your posing is always on fucking point. Do you use any point of references, or is it all from the mind?
Yeah, okay, so like when it comes to posing and from finding the angle, it's two different things. One, for posing, it has to like it 100% is from my mind, and it's not just like, oh, this is how I do it. This is how I know how to do it. It's also like, I've been hit with this. This is how it felt.
Yeah.
And then the other thing is that, oh, I didn't know what it looked like because I got kicked in the fucking head. So what does it look like on screen? What should I reference? Flashpoint.
Oh, okay.
Just watch. Yeah, man. Watch Flashpoint. Watch. Okay, you know what? Flashpoint, SPL. We're gonna go with. We're gonna go with Ong Bak, the Protector. Okay. We're also gonna go with. If you want really cool wuxia stuff, that is also in the framework of Donnie Yen's uncooperativeness, watch what's called The Dragon and Kung Fu Killer or Kung Fu Jungle, whichever one you want to call it. Yeah, like that shit's fucking amazing. Yeah. That shit's so good. That's like, that is modern animal stuff. That is like Shaw Brothers in Donnie Yen's fucking lens. That is exactly what it is. If you like that shit, fucking watch it. What else? There was another Donnie Yen movie that I mentioned. No, it just slips my mind. There's like 3 MMA movies. Oh, sorry, Special ID. There you go. That's the one.
Special ID.
Yeah, Special ID is really, really good.
Make sure to
that's
yeah.
He plays like an undercover cop in that. And then if you want like crazy, weird, but like cool Jeet Kune Do shit, the Legend of Legend of the Fist: The Return of Chen Zhen, which is Donnie Yen as Kato and also Chen Zhen. So he's playing 2 Bruce Lee characters in one movie.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fucking it's wild, dude. It's so sick.
Flashpoint the movie.
Yes. Not Flashpoint like Flashpoint Paradox or fucking that shitty Flash movie that came out. No, Flash Space Point, 2007. You'll thank me later. Iron Monkey's okay. Iron Monkey's very like flashy kind of shit. It's like there's a lot of wire work in it, but it's more so like, if you want to utilize that, I would utilize that for stuff like if you're trying to shoot like Snake Eyes fighting ninja and shit. Like I'd use that for that. That makes sense. But if you're like, oh hey, how do I shoot Fei Long like you do? Dog, just watch Donnie Yen beat the fuck out of people. Like seriously, man. Like that. Watch that. Try to emulate that, and then focus on the impact of the frames. So not like the actual movement, because like the movement will be there when you shoot it. Because like if you notice how I shoot, it's not like, oh hey, he's doing the move. He's like in the middle of doing the move, because it's just like, why the fuck am I going to shoot while he's doing the move?
Yeah, it's the move is done and shit is broken.
Yeah, exactly. Or it's like, oh, hey, he's punching while he's punching. All right, cool. So I'll make him slip the punch and then also punch that guy in the face at the same time. So that way it's still uncooperative.
You're one
Same
of the
with,
only people I've seen do an overhand on a action figure. I'm like, and it makes sense. And it makes sense. It's not weird because that's a weird punch, dude. Like, whenever you see like an overhand punch, it always looks kind of weird. Mm-hmm. But with an action figure, it looks. I don't know how you fucking did it, but you did
it. So what it is like you can't put them. You have to follow the same rules that they do in Hong Kong cinema and like filming action. So there are times where it looks like Fei Long is punching that person, like they're actually making a connection. Mm-hmm. He's ever so slightly just forward of that figure. That way, it looks like it's actually flush to, like the fist is flush to the person's face. That's why, like some of the my overhands look a certain way, or like a split entry looks a certain way because, like, oh, he's ever so slightly just away from that person. It's just so you can see the impact on the person. But it's like you have to layer it in a way where there has to be some sort of spacing in between the characters. That way you have that impact there. There's certain things that you can do where like you can get away with it. Say for instance, like a head kick. You need to like make full connection for the head kick. Like shin to fucking side of the head, go for it. Yeah. Right? Get make sure they're like actually touching. But when it comes to punching and stuff, if you're just ever so slightly away from them, you have more room to tilt the head back or move the head sideways, whichever way, right? Whichever way the punch is going, you want to follow that like
that flow
of motion. Mm-hmm. That way you can like, oh, okay, decide what you want to do after that one punch, right?
Right.
And you have to have the spacing there to see the reaction of the person that is receiving the punch too. Mm-hmm. So like whole economy of motion kind of thing, where you should be showing that as opposed to just like, oh, if it's just fist to face, they're not gonna know that like that actually hurt them.
Yeah.
Right? If it's their whole fucking fist there, no, there's no way.
It's hard to get photography to look fluid and to look like it's moving, and you knock that shit out the park with your stuff all the fucking time.
Thank you. I appreciate it, man.
That's for sure.
So
we are at hour and 41. What do you guys want to do? Keep going? What is up to you?
Do you guys still have questions for me?
That was my last one, pretty much.
Yeah, let me over here.
The TG fucking break out the shovel real quick.
All right, I just got one last thing for you, and we can
wrap it up.
I think.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
All right. Going over your posts, going over all the shots you've done, I've come to the conclusion that there's pretty much two characters that come to the forefront of my mind when I picture you. All right.
Okay.
So, ultimate scenario right now. All right. Nightwing and Daredevil are both walking into a tight, dark hallway. They got to fight each other to fight their way out. Who's walking out standing and why?
It's close, but probably Daredevil. It hurts to say that, but it's Daredevil.
Really? I thought it I thought it'd go the other way, but okay.
The thing is that his dude, his fucking radar sense is crazy. Mm-hmm. He can sense when like it's so like specific because he can sense when someone's tensing up to hit somebody.
Yeah.
So he can sense muscles relaxing and contracting. So like he knows how the person's body is going to move before they move. He can sense like electronics humming. He can tell like the texture of your hair just by like fucking hearing it go through the wind. Like this motherfucker can like, yo, he knows what you ate for fucking breakfast, dog.
Yeah.
Like, you think you're gonna win against that fucker? No way, dude.
True. That's true.
Oh, he's blind. All right, dog. His ears and his nose fucking do everything else for him, man. There's no way you're winning against somebody like that. Oh, but Jazz, Nightwing's fought people like I don't know, like metahumans and like Deathstroke and stuff. Yeah, dude, fucking Daredevil runs phase with Silver Surfer and fucking Hulk and fucking like anybody that's above street tier. Yo, he has trouble with Stealth Man. Like, come on, man. Like, it's not that like if he's fighting just a normal dude, he's gonna be like, all right, it's just a normal dude. Like, yeah, he moves like a fucking ninja and a gymnast, but like. At least he doesn't have super strength, bro. Because then he'd be fucked.
He'd be OP. He'd be super OP.
Yeah, man. Oh my god, no. Yeah, Daredevil takes that, man. It's close, but Daredevil takes it. It's right. At the end of the day, it's just his abilities. But like, I think in terms of martial prowess, they're about the same level. But Daredevil's more willing to take punishment than Nightwing is, because Nightwing likes to like
that is true.
Stay out of range.
He goes up to people and just gets punched in the face, screams, and then just keeps going.
And even in the comics, he does that shit. He'll just fucking eat shots and then be like, "All right, I guess we'll just fuck him up with like one hand."
Or if it's on Netflix, he'll take him up so he can, charge up his little scream that he does.
Yeah, man. Fuck! Holy shit!
Daredevil Saiyan scream.
I'm surprised you didn't say like Fei Long versus so and so, but like I guess like in terms of two superheroes, yeah, that makes more sense.
Yeah, because I think honestly, if I threw Fei Long into the mix, it would have come down to more technical type stuff. But I wanted you to focus on more the not so much the technical, basically for this. But you gave a good answer. I had a feeling you were going to go that way, but I wanted to hear it for myself.
I honestly thought he was going to say Nightwing because Batman, and then he broke it down, and I was like, never mind. Daredevil will beat the fuck out of Batman too. Shit.
The thing is that I love Nightwing. Nightwing's my favorite character, but like, I just got to accept the facts, dog. Like, yo, he sensed Spider-Man before he even went into his fucking apartment, bro. Like,
that's
all right, man. Like, I can't even like. You can't even compete with somebody like that. He's just like, yo.
Any social media you want to plug in before we step out, or?
No, it's just my Instagram. My Instagram is the only thing that I really post on. I kind of post on Threads, but that's like once in a blue moon.
Same.
I think that's for everybody, honestly. Threads.
I post when I remember it's a thing.
That's literally why I posted recently on Threads. It's like, I forgot that Threads is a thing. Let's post whatever bullshit. But yeah, I usually just post on Instagram.
All right.
Yeah, definitely for sure. Everybody, if everybody in the chat, everybody gonna watch this in the replay, please make sure follow this man, the Martial Geek. His shots are fantastic. The content is fabulous. All right. You can't go wrong. You can't. All right. Please.
And with that said, because TG couldn't have said any better, we are fucking out, son. I'll see you when I see y'all.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Hey, no problem, brother. Anytime. Thank you for coming.